In this video, let me enter to the new topic, new chapter, that is chapter 3, pair of linear equation in two variable. It's a very easiest chapter in this algebra topic, right? Okay. First, before we enter to the topic, first we can clear words what is the chapter name, right? The chapter name is here they given, pair of linear equation in two variable, right? So first we can clarify the chapter name. Okay, right. First one, pair. So pair it means two. Clear? Then linear equation. So linear equation it means degree 1 equation. Clear? So two linear equations, that is degree 1 equations. Clear? Then in two variable. So the linear equation consists two variable. I just consider that is x and y. Very clear? So pair it means two. Linear equation is the degree 1 equation. So two equations, that is the degree 1 equations. It consists of two variables, right? So two equations, two variables, degree 1. We should study about this in this chapter. Clear? Okay, now we can enter to the general form of two variable linear equations, right? So they said two variable linear equation and linear equation, right? So now the general form, I just consider a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. Here x and y are the two variables and it is a linear equation. Now x and y, so degree is a 1, so that is a linear equation, two variable. A1 is a coefficient of x, y is a coefficient of b1 plus c1 is a constant. Clear? Next equation, so it has two equations, right? It's a pair of equations. So next equation I just consider a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. So x and y are the two variable. A2 is a coefficient of x, b2 is a coefficient of y and c2 is a constant. Clear? So this coefficient has some certain rule. First one is where a1, a2, a1, a2, b1, b2 are real numbers. They all should be a real numbers. Next, such that a1 squared plus b1 squared not equal to 0. When we add the a1 squared plus b1, the sum of the square of this coefficient of x and y should not be a 0. Clear? That means a1 squared plus b1 squared not equal to 0. Next condition, the same thing for second equation, a2 squared plus b2 squared not equal to 0. Clear? Next. Are you clear? Are you clear the topic? What is given? Actually, first I just explain what is the heading, and through the heading we just consider the two general form of linear equations and the general form of two linear equations. That's all. Clear? Next. Okay. Why it should be needed? Actually, we are learning a new chapter, that is chapter 3, pair of linear equation. Why it should be needed for us? Why we can learn this topic? Right? Okay. Whenever we enter to the new topic, we should know why it should be needed for us, right? So now we can consider the one situation. From the situation, you can think over that. In the situation, you can simplify in easiest way using this methods, using this chapter, right? Clear? So far only we are studying this chapter. Now, first one, you just consider the situation. First one, Badri went to the fair in his village, right? He went to the fair for his village, in his village. Next year, he wanted to enjoy rides on the giant wheel and play hopla. He wants to ride a giant wheel and play hopla, right? Are you clear? Giant wheel, I hope you all know the giant wheel as well as the hopla game, right? The wheel game. Next, the number of times he played, listen carefully, the number of times he played hopla is half of the number of ride on the giant wheel. Clear? See the condition. First is a normal one. Third one is the condition. The number of times he played hopla. So how many times he played hopla? It is half of the ride on the giant wheel. Clear? Actually, how many times he played a hopla, which is half of the ride on the giant wheel. Clear? That is the condition. So that is hopla, which is equal to half of the ride giant wheel. For example, we consider hopla as a 4 times. So giant wheel he played for giant wheel ride is 2 times. Clear? When he played a hopla 4 times, it should be a 2 times. Giant wheel is a 2 times. When he played a hopla 10 times, the giant wheel should be 5 times. Clear? Clear? So okay, first condition. Second condition, see here. If each ride cost, right? So for each ride, it is a 3 rupees. For giant wheel ride, it is a 3 rupee. A game of hopla, when he played each time of hopla, that is 4 rupee. Right? He wished to play one time, that is 4 rupee for hopla. He wished to ride one time in a giant wheel, that is cost is 3 rupee. Clear? So per time it is 3 rupee for riding a giant wheel. For hopla, you want to play it is one time, it is a 4 rupee. Clear? Her parents, they provided he spent 20 rupees. Totally he have 20 rupees. Right? So among these 20 rupees, he can use to play hopla as well as ride a giant wheel. Clear? So the question is, so are you clear the situation? Clear? As well as are you know the condition? Okay. Now, how would you find out the number of ride he had and how many times he played a hopla? Now, they ask a question, how many times he played a hopla and how many times he rided the giant wheel? That is the question. Clear? You just think over the situation and you should find out the answer. Clear? Actually, hopla is a half of the giant wheel and per time it is 3 rupee for riding a giant wheel. For hopla, 4 rupees. Totally he had 20 rupees. So you just think over the problem. Clear? Clear? Will you able to get an answer? You just think it, you can get an answer. So try it. First one, so ride, I think so. Ride it is, we just consider 2 times ride. So when he ride a giant wheel 2 times, what is the total cost he spent it for the giant wheel? That is 3 into 2, 6 rupee. Clear? So 6 rupee. Next, hopla. For example, you consider it 4 times. Or is 3 times. Right? 4 times. Hopla 4 times. So hopla 4 times. So what is the cost he spent for hopla? The riding, the number of times he ride in a giant wheel, which is considered 4. We can use the trial and error method, right? So 4. So giant wheel, he ride a giant wheel 4 times. Then what about a hopla? That is 2 times. That is half of the one. So 2 times. Clear? Now how much total cost he spent for giant wheel? That is giant wheel 4 times. So 4 into each ride cost is 3. So 4 into 3, that is 12 rupees. Clear? Then hopla, it is 2 times. So for single ride, the cost is 4 rupee. So 2 times of 4 rupee, that is 8 rupee. So totally 12 plus 8, it became a 20. Clear? Clear? So now we find out he played it 2 times hopla and 4 times giant wheel. Clear? It's a little bit tough. When we think over the problem again and again, we can get an idea to find the answers, right? So it is little bit tough for us. So they in our NCERT, they suggest a few methods to easily simplify this kind of situation. Clear? Now we can use the pair of linear equation 2 variable concept to simplify this situation in very easiest way. Clear? Clear? So the same thing, hopla, he played 4 times, that is 4 into 3 rupee, that is 12 rupee. Then giant wheel ride, that is 2 times, so 2 into 4, 8 times. Clear? So total are 20 rupees, right? We find out that is 12 into 8, that is 4 times into 2 times. Clear? Now we can represent the situation in geometrically as well as algebraically, right? Algebraically is nothing but we can write this the situation in terms of variable in equations, right? Using variable to represent an equation form, linear equation form, right? Graphically, we can represent a graph, that's all. Clear? So algebraically, first we just consider the number of rides. Actually, in this problem, they're asking number of ride of giant wheel, how many times it is, you should find out. Then how many times he played hopla also, you should find out, right? They're given a 2 condition and 2 unknown things we should find out. Clear? They're given a 2 condition. The 2 condition we can consider as a 2 equations. So 2 unknown value they're asking, that is unknown value, we just take it as a x and y. Clear? So 2 unknown value, 2 condition, that is the 2 equation. We can combine this, we can easily find out the answer. Clear? Listen, next. So algebraically, in terms of variable, you can write the situation, right? So okay. Let number of rides be x. We just consider it is x. Number of rides on the chain wheel doesn't know what it is, right? So we doesn't know what it is. We don't know what it is. So we just take it as it's a x. Next, let number of times he played hopla, that is y. Right? We just assume that is y. Clear? We just take it. Next, so the condition, the hopla, that is number of times hopla he played, that is half of the number of times of riding giant wheel. So that is y is equal to 1 by 2 of x. That's the first condition. Second condition, the total cost he paid which is equal to 20 rupees, right? So 3 times for riding giant wheel, then 4 rupee for playing hopla. So 3x, that is total cost of what it is? Total cost of riding, that is the cost of riding giant wheel. This is cost of playing hopla. So 3x plus 4y equal to 20. Clear? Clear? So now we get two equations, 1 and 2. This is called this is the representation of the situation in algebraically, right? Algebraic situation, algebraic form. Clear? Clear? We represent the algebraic form. Next, graphical form, right? So graphical form is nothing but through this equation you can get a points. So first equation, y is equal to 1 by 2x. Clear? So instead of x value you can put a 0 in this equation. So y is equal to 1 by 2 into 0, that is 0. So y value also 0. Clear? Now instead of x value you can put 1. So y is equal to 1 by 2, that is 0.5. Clear? Next, you can put x as a 2. You can find a y value. Y is equal to 1 by 2 into 2, 2 to cancel, so 1, so remaining 1. So we find out, these are the points, x is 0, y 0, this is a 1 point, it is a 1 point, this is a 1 point, right? Maximum 2 points is enough for the drawing line, clear? I hope you all know the linear equation is represent in a graph, it is a line, right? Clear? But it is a two variable, that's all. Linear is a line. Linear equation is a line equation, right? In a graph. Next you can take second equation, 3x plus 4y. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. So instead of x value, we can put a 0. So 3 into 0, 0. So 4y is equal to 20. So y is equal to 20 divided by 4. So y is equal to 5. We find out 5. Clear? Now we can put x as a, y as a 0. So 4 into 0, 0. So 3y is equal to 20. So x is equal to 20 by 3. That is 6.66. Clear? So now here we find out the 2 zeros, 2 points. Clear? Now we can represent this both points in a line. First you can take the first equation, y is equal to 1 by 2x equation form, right? Equation points. So first point is 0, 0. You can put a 0, 0 here, right? 0, 0. Next 1, 0.5. So 1 should be in a x-axis, 0.5 should be in a y-axis. So 0.5. So here, so 1, 0. Clear? So next one, 1, 2. So 1 should be in a x-axis, 2 should be in a x-axis, 1 should be in a y-axis. So 1, 2 here. Clear? Now we can draw the line. You just connect the point and draw the line. You just extend the line on both sides. So in this line equation is y is equal to 1 by 2x. You can write it. Clear? Next, you can consider this equation. 3x plus 4y is equal to 20. We had 2 points. So 0, 5. So 0, 5 should be in a y-axis. So 0, 5. You can plot a point. Next, 6, 6, 0. So 6, 6 is here, right? 6, so 6, 6. So 6, 6, 0. So it is a point. Now you just connect the two points and draw the line and just extend it. Clear? When the two lines can intersect in a single point, that is our answer. That is a solution. Clear? That is our answer. So what is the x value? You can draw the line. That is x value is 4. Then straight away the y value is 2. So what is the x for in our equation? X is a number of right, that is 4. 2 is a y value, that is hopla. We get the answer or not? Right? 4, 2. Clear? So he ride a giant wheel, that is 4 times. Played a hopla, that is 2 times. Clear? Clear? I hope when we enter to the problem, it should be very easy. Right? Clear? So next one, are you clear? So here, how many intersection of a two line, that is a solution of a equation. Clear? It has only one intersection, should be a 0. That is only one intersection, so it's a one solution, that is 4, 2. Clear? Need out? Sure. Next. So we solved the problem, right? We solved the problem. So solvation of a problem also, it has some methods. In algebraically, that is a method is, we had a lot of methods. Here it is a 3 method. For algebraically, when we solve the equations by the method, first method is substitution method. Second method, elimination method. Third method, cross multiplication method. Upcoming videos, we will see these methods, right? How to solve it. Clear? But geometrically, that is only one method, this one. When we intersect the two lines, the intersection point is a solution. Clear? The intersection point is a solution of these equations. Clear? Now, so listen, in algebraically, it has only one intersection, right? It has only one intersection, so it is a one solution. In geometrically, it can be called as intersecting line. So it can be intersecting only one point. So in algebraically, the solution is one solution. Clear? Here it is only one point of intersection. So in geometrical way of solution, it is intersecting line. But algebraically, the way of intersecting is the one solution. Clear? Sometimes when we draw the two line, it will never intersect in anywhere. So what kind of that line? It is called as a parallel line, right? So the two lines will not intersect in anywhere. That is a parallel line, right? So here it is in geometrically, it is a parallel line. For it is algebraically, that is no solution. When the two lines can be intersect, then only it is a solution. Here there is no intersection, there is no solution. Clear? Next, coincident line. Maybe sometimes the both line can be lie on one more line, right? That is coincident, right? Coincident lines. That is here algebraically, that is called many solutions. That is infinitely many solutions, right? Because each and every point it can be intersect, right? When the lines can be lie on the line, right? So next, very clear? So that is one solution when it is intersecting line, no solution when it should be parallel, many solution when it should be coincident, right? It is a vice versa. Clear? Next, so when we get the one solution, that is when we get the solution that the two lines, the two pair are consistent pair. Clear? The two pair is consistent. Clear? Consistent pair. There is a no solution, that is inconsistent pair. Clear? Clear? When you get a solution, that is consistent pair. When we didn't get any solution, that is no solution, it is a inconsistent pair. Clear? In many solutions, it has a many solution, right? So when you get a solution, it is consistent. So it is consistent or not? It is a consistent, right? That is dependent pair, that is consistent pair. Clear? When it is a one solution or many solution, it is consistent. No solution, it is inconsistent pair. Clear? I hope when we enter to the problem, we can get more clarification from this, right? Okay. Example 1. Actually, they given a one situation, that's a problem. That's a one situation. We can represent the situation in graphically as well as algebraically. Algebraically is nothing but we can write in terms of variable and equation form. Graphically, point. We should write the graphical points. That's all. Clear? When they ask me solution, we should find out the solution, right? Sure, okay. Example 1 is nothing but actually this situation is we already discussed in the introduction part. Okay, I can explain the problem. Actually, Agila went to the fair in her village. She want to ride the giant wheel and play hopla. The number of times she played hopla is half of the number of rides. Clear? So that is hopla is equal to half of the ride. Clear? Next, so first condition. What is the first condition? The number of times she played hopla is half of number of times he had a giant wheel. If each ride cost 3 rupees and a game of hopla and cost 4 rupee. Clear? For hopla 4 rupee, ride 3 rupee. Clear? Next, how would you find out the number of ride she had and how many times she played hopla provided she spent 20 rupees. She totally had 20 rupees. Represent the situation in algebraically and geometrically. That is the example number 1. Clear? So first condition is, we should find out how many times he played hopla and how many times he ride the giant wheel. So that is the unknown two values. So we can consider this unknown two value as a x and y. So first one, let x be a number of rides in giant wheel and y be a number of times she played hopla. Clear? Very clear? Any doubt? Sure. Next, what's the condition they given? That is hopla. The number of times he played hopla, which is equal to 1/2 of the ride in a giant wheel. That is, we then consider it as x. Clear? So next step, you can simplify in a normal form, general form. That is, you just multiply 2 this side, right? So 2 can be multiplied this side. So 2y is equal to 1x. Clear? Then you just bring the x also this side, that side. Okay. So sorry, you can variable should be on side and constant should be on side, right? So 0 equal to x minus 2y. So equation number 1, we can write this one, x minus 2y equal to 0. This is the equation number 1. Clear? Clear? Any doubt? Sure. Next, actually it is a rule. In this rule we just consider we just change into the general form way, general form method, right? General form of a linear two variable linear equation. Clear? Sure. Second condition, what is the second condition they given? Actually, in the second condition, the total cost is spent by 20 rupees. So 3 rupees, the total cost of 3 rupee of x, that is, what is the x here? That is giant wheel, plus 4 rupees for each ride of each game played by Hopla, that is y. So 4y, 3x, which is equal to total cost is 20. So 3x plus 4y equal to 20, equation number 2. Clear? Need out? The equation number 1 and 2 is the algebraic representation of this situation. Clear? So we represented algebraically, that is the 2 equation. This 2 equation is a algebraic representation of the given situation, right? Now the situation and graphically. So first one, what is the actually we already completed the algebraic representation. Now we can represent by graphically. So first equation, what is the given? We find out here, that is x minus 2y. That is the first equation number 1. You just consider the first equation, x minus 2y. So first you can represent this as a graphically, right? First equation. Second equation, we find out 3x plus 4y equal to 20. So 3x plus 4y equal to 20. Equation number 2. Right? So now we can find the points. So very easy. When we take x and y, we should find out the 2 points is enough to plot on the graph. Right? Clear? So now instead of x value, I can put 0. Clear? Now put x is equal to 0 in equation 1. So what is the x value? 0 minus 2y equal to 0. Obviously y equal to 0, right? So y value 0. Next, x value I keep 1. So put x equal to 1. Then what about the y value? 1 minus 2y equal to 0. Then minus 2y equal to minus 1. So y is equal to minus 1 by minus 2. So minus cancel. Y equal, that is 0.5 plus 0.5. So 0.5. 2 point is enough, right? Only 2 point enough to draw the line. Maximum 2 point. Minimum 2 point is enough to draw the line. Clear? Next, in this equation, put x is equal to 0. Now you can find out 3 into 0 plus 4y equal to 20. Then 3 into 0, 0. So 4y equal to 20. Y is equal to 20 divided by 4. That is 5. So make a table here. X, y. So x value 0, y value 5. Next, x is equal to, you can keep y equal to 0, right? Instead of x 0, then y 0. Now y 0, so what is the value? 3x plus 4 into 0, actually y we can keep 0, is equal to 20. So 3x equal to 20. Then x is equal to 20 divided by 3. Then x is equal to 6.66 something. So you can consider 6.6. Clear? Get it out? Sure. We can find out the points. Now you can plot this point in a graph. That is a graphical representation. That's all. You just simply plot the points and just draw the line this one. And then after that you can plot this point, plus this two point. Then construct the draw the line in a graph. That is the graphical representation of the problem situation. Clear? Now what is the first point here? That is 0, 0 origin. So you can plot a point 0, 0, first point. Second point 1, 0.5. So x-axis 1, y-axis 0.5. Y-axis 0.5. So 1, 0.5. You can write 1, 0.5. Right? Now you can use a scale to draw the line. Very tough task for us. Wait. Now we draw the line through the 2 points. Clear? Next, you can write what is the name of the line? What is the equation? That is x minus 2y. You can write here x minus 2y equal to 0. So next line 0, 5. You can plot 0, 5. 0 is x-axis. 0, 5. So x should be a 0, y should be a 5. Y should be a 5. So 0, 5 here. You can write 0, 5. First point. Second point 6.6, 0. So 6.6 in x-axis. Y0, so here, so 6.6, 0. Now we just simply connect these 2 points and can get a line. Now we completed when we connected the 2 points, that is, what is the name of this line? That is you can write the equation, that is the name. What is the equation? 3x plus 4y equal to 20 is the name of the line. Clear? Any doubt? So the intersection point is 1. So it has only one solution. It's only one intersection, that is only one solution, right? So it is only one intersection. So it is a graphical representation of a given situation. Clear? Clear? So when you're writing a problem in a variable form, equation form, that is an algebraic representation. Then after getting an algebraic form, you should get a point from the algebraic form, get an algebraic equation. You just get a point from algebraic equation. Then you can plot the point in a graph. Then you can draw the line. That is a graphical representation of the situation of the graph of the situation. Clear? Any doubt? Did you go to the next problem? Here one more, you should write a plotting point, right? When the point is intersected, so straight away you can find the distance. What it is? 4. So then dotted line here 2. So the intersection point of the line is 4, 2. So it is the answer x value 4, y value 2. Clear? What is the x here? X is the number of ride in the giant wheel. So 4 times it can in the ride. Then y value, number of times he played a hopla. That is hopla he played it 2 times. Clear? Clear? So 4, 2 is the answer. Clear? Then you can finally write x is equal to 4, y is equal to 2. If you want to verify the answer, no problem. Verification, you can do it. They didn't ask here, but if you want to verify the answer, you can verify the answers here. Verification. What is the first equation? You can take any one equation. X minus 2y is equal to 0. So x minus 2y equal to 0. Now, instead of x value, you can put 4. Instead of y value, you can put 2. Because we find out x and y value. So minus 2 into 2. So that is why we just consider left hand side. We can check whether you can get the right hand side or not, right? So next 4 minus 4, that is 0. It is the right hand side. Clear? So it is equal. So we verified the answer. Our answer is right. Clear? We verified it. Clear? Any doubt? So you go to the next problem. Next problem. And the next question is example 2. What is the question they given? The situation is Roomla went to stationery shop and purchased 2 pencil. Actually, she went to the shop, stationery shop, and purchased 2 pencil and 3 eraser. So first one is 2 pencil, 3 eraser for 9 rupees. Clear? So she purchased 2 pencil and 3 eraser for 9 rupees. Her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencil and erasers with Roomila, and she also brought 4 pencil and 6 eraser of the same kind for 18 rupees. The same price of a single pencil and single eraser. She brought 4 pencil and 6 erasers for 18 rupees. Clear? So in the first condition, her friend Roomila purchased 2 pencil, 3 eraser for 9 rupees. Next 4 pencil, 6 eraser for 18 rupees. Represent the situation algebraically and graphically. Clear? Very clear? So we want to find out the cost of the pencil as well as cost of the eraser. Clear? Any doubt? Okay. Now, so let x be a cost of the pencil and y be a cost of the one eraser. Clear? Check. Okay. Now, what is the first condition? Actually, first condition, 2 pencil and 3 eraser for 9 rupees. So 2 pencil. So what is the pencil cost? X. So first condition, according to the situation, according to the problem. According to the problem, first she brought 2 pencils. So 2 into x, that is the cost of the pencil. So 2 pencil, 2 into the cost, per cost, plus 3 eraser. So 3 into cost of the eraser y, which is equal to she brought for 9 rupees. Clear? So 2x plus 3y equal to 9. Equation number 1. Clear? Second condition what they given, next girl, her friend, she brought 4 pencil for the same kind, the same cost. So 4 pencil, so 4 into x plus 6 into y, which is equal to, for total cost she brought for 18 rupees. So 4x plus 6y equal to 18 for equation number 2. Now we represented the situation in an equation form, that is a algebraically representation. Next, the same thing we should represent in a graphically, right? So equation from the equation number 1 and 2, we represent in a algebraic representation. Clear? Next, let me represent in geometry, that is graphically. First, we can get a point. So from equation number 1, from equation 1, put x is equal to 0. First, you can x, y. X is 0, then you can put x as 0 in 1. So what is the equation? 2x plus 3y. So 2 into 0 plus 3y is equal to 9. So 2 into 0 is 0, 3y is equal to 9, y is equal to 9 by 3, so y is equal to 3, so y 3. Clear? Next, put y equal to 0. Clear? Then in this y, 2x plus 3 into 0, it is equal to 9. So 2x equal to 9. Since x is equal to 9 by 2, so x is equal to 4.5. Clear? So y, when you are putting y as a 0, we can get 4.5 x value. Clear? That is 2 point is enough. So next equation, from equation 2, make a table, x, y, then 1 point, x is 0. So second equation, 4 into 0, put x equal to 0. So 4 into 0 plus 6 into y is equal to 18. So 6y is equal to 18. Then y is equal to 18 by 6. Then y is equal to 3. Put a y is equal to 3. Next, opposite, y is equal to 0. First you can put x equal to 0. Next we can put y equal to 0. Clear? Now y equal to 0. So what is the equation? 4 into x plus 6 into 0, which is equal to 18. So 4x equal to 18. X is equal to 18 by 4. You can cancel by 2 table. 2 here 9. So x is equal to 4.5. So I can mention 0 here 4.5. Clear? Any doubt? Now we can plot this point in a graph. Clear? Now we can plot the point in a graph. So what is the first point? 0, 3. So first equation, first point 0, 3. So x axis 0, y axis 3, 0, 3. It will come here. So 0, 3. Clear? Second point, in x axis 4.5, 0, 4.5, 0. So x axis 4.5. So 4 in between 5. So 4.5 here. 4.5, 0. Clear? So x axis 4.5, y axis 0. So here will come 4.5, 0. Now you just simply connect the line. Clear? Now we connected the line. You just extend the maximum. What is the name of the line? The equation name. What is the equation? That is 2x plus 3y is equal to 9. Clear? So next you can plot the next equation point 0, 3. So x axis 0, y axis 3 plus 3. So 0, 3 same 0, 3. You can find it. Next y axis 0. Y axis 0 in x axis 4.5. The same point, right? Both are same point. Clear? So next we can plot it here 4.5, 0. Clear? Now the same point we just connected. Now both lines are coincide, right? Clear? So one line is lying on the one more line. So what is the solution of this equation? Can you find out what is the solution? So what is the name of this line? That is 4x plus 6y. So both line are lying on the one more line. Clear? Very clear. So now the solution is when the two lines intersect in a single point, then the point of intersection is the solution. So here each and every point is intersecting. So infinitely many solutions. Right? We don't want to find a solution, but we should represent this, but extra we should know what is it, right? So now it is a infinitely many solution. Clear? Any doubt? Shall we go to next problem? Next problem. So in this example 3, two lines are represented by the equations. Actually, they given an equation. It is already in an algebraic form, right? So represent the situation geometrically. They given already in algebraic form. We find out we can represent the situation in a geometrical form. Clear? So simply we can find out a point, then we can represent in a graph. That's all, and draw the line. Clear? Let me find out. So first one, what is the first equation? So in the first equation, x plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. Minus 4 equal to 0. Second equation, 2x plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. Now we can find out the points. First equation number 1, equation number 2. So from equation 1, put, first you can make a box, right? X, y, 2 point is enough. So x, put x is equal to 0. When you are putting x equal to 0 in this equation, 0 plus 2y minus 4 equal to 0. So 2y is equal to minus 4 equal to become plus 4. Y is equal to 4 by 2, that is 2. So x is 0, y value we find out 2. Clear? Next, put y equal to 0. Put y equal to 0, clear? Now, in this equation y equal to 0, so x plus 2 into 0 minus 4 equal to 0. So, x minus 4 equal to 0, so x is equal to plus 4. So, y is 0, x plus 4. Clear? Any doubt? Next here. From equation 2. Put x is equal to 0 in this equation. So 2 into 0 plus 4y minus 12 equal to 0. Then it is obviously 0. So 4y is equal to, the minus 12 will go to the side, become a plus 12. So y is equal to 12 by 4, that is 3. Clear? So when you are putting x as a 0, y value 3. Clear? Next, put y equal to 0. Now 2 into x plus 4 into 0 minus 12 equal to 0. Clear? Then 2x equal to, the minus 12 equals to become plus 12. So 4 into 0, 0. Right? So x is equal to 12 by 2, that is 6. So x is equal to 6. When you are putting y as a 0, you can get x value as a 6. Clear? Now we get 2 points. We can represent this point in a graph. That is a geometrical representation of the given situation. Clear? Now we can represent the points in a graph. So what is the first point they given? First line, first point 0, 2. So x axis 0, y axis 2. So here 0, 2. Second point 4, 0. So x axis 4, y axis 0. Clear? So 4, 0. Clear? So next equation 0, 3. 0, 3. Clear? So 0, 3. Here next point 0, 6. 0, sorry, 6, 0. 6, 0. So 6, 0. So 6, 0. Clear? Now we can draw the line. First we can connect these 2 points, then the next 2 points. Clear? So now we draw the line. So now the two lines are parallel. It's not an intersecting line. It is a parallel. So when we can find the solution, that is a no solution. There is no intersection. So it is not a, there is no solution. It is called the parallel lines. Clear? So did you observe the 3 problems? What is the difference between these 3 problems? In this problem, actually there is a no intersection line. So for it is no solution. For in this problem, the both lines are coincident. Say they are lying on the line. The one line is lying on the one more line. So it is each and every point is intersection point. So infinitely many solution. Clear? Second problem. First problem, it is an intersecting line, but the intersection point is only one. So it is intersecting line. That is a one solution. One solution. Very clear? So it has a one solution. So intersecting point. Second problem, infinitely many solution. So many solutions. There is a coincident line. Third problem, no intersection point. So there is a no solution for this problem. Clear? Will you observe the problem? Okay. Thank you all of you. If it is any doubt, you can ask me in a comment. I hope in this video you are all clear about algebraic representation as well as geometrical representation. If it is any doubt, you can ask me in a comment. In this end of the video, I will enclose few problems for practice. You should practice the problems. Thank you all of you. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.